But I want to say congratulations to all those who have been honored today. And I'm very humbled and honored to be in a class with Dr. Hunt and Frank Beamer. It's a wonderful achievement, and I appreciate it very much. The OVC has been a wonderful home for us. In 2003, when the team came to visit us, I was just keeping my fingers crossed that we could get into this great conference because we were split. We had a number of our sports in the old TAC, the ASUN conference, and then in the Southland conference. So we were going from pillar to post and not winning a dadgum thing and spending a lot of money. Now, our students in the Olympic sports loved it because they would go to Boca Raton and they get to spend a nice time on beaches and things like that. Not so much fun for the football team that had to go to Texas and get beat every time we turned around. But getting in the OVC was a wonderful accomplishment for us. And we found a great home with great families, and we were able to raise our children in the OVC. Our twin boys were 9 when we joined. Our little girl was 4. And I think the real reason, Beth, that we're no longer in the Opryland Hotel is they probably won't let us back. Because the kids would run through all those places in the Great Arboretum, and they never sent me the bill, but the OVC probably had to pay for a lot of damage in that regard. But, you know, all of us get into this business because we want to help our students. We want to add value to their experience. And hearing all the achievements of our student honorees today, and each one of them coming to this podium and thanking God and issuing their strong faith for what He has done in their life, I think is wonderful significance. And that's the value that we've talked about. Dr. Benson mentioned it. Where's our Moorhead president? And Dr. Andrews, you mentioned it as well. It's a front porch, and our students add value to everything we do as a university. It's our reason for being here. It's why we went into this business. And to see that excellence achieved through our opportunity to inspire you is very rewarding. And the opportunities that I've had here have been so significant. As soon as I got in, John Steinbrecher said, well, we need someone there's a new organization coming called the PAG, Presidential Advisory Group, and we need someone to do that for us. And would you consider doing it? And I said, I'd be glad to. Ron Egeland, who had been our Moorhead president and was just retiring, had been the NCAA representative for the board. He had served and served admirably. I spent some time with him learning about what it might mean. Had no idea that the Ivy League would decide to pass up their rotation and I'd have a chance to be on the board at a time when the NCAA was making the most significant academic reforms in the history of the institution. And that meant all of us had to make tremendous adjustments. And it was wonderful to get to meet leadership in that program. Miles Brand was wonderful. I got a chance to work with him. Diane Dickman had a chance to work with Diane. And Lauren, I don't know if you're here today, but your father, Dave Burst, was a wonderful mentor for me as well. And I had a chance to make those differences as we mulled through the APR. And you get to see the results of the APR now. It wasn't quite as evident at that time. And there was a lot of doubt, a lot of naysayers, because it meant a tremendous change for all of collegiate athletics at the Division I level. Division II and Division III didn't have to worry about that, but we had to make significant changes, Bob. We had to spend a lot more money in areas that we hadn't spent it before. And it meant that our coaches had to change the way they recruit. But last night, hearing that over 1,200 student athletes on the commissioner's honor roll, seeing that we have a statistically significant difference in the number of college athletes that are graduating in sports where at one time less than 50% of them, and we were getting bashed because Frank DeFord every Wednesday on National Public Radio would talk about how bad college athletics is. Now we've got something to brag about. Not only that, but we've had over 14,000 former athletes come back and finish their collegiate degree. The most recent one, Dr. Beeler awarded his degree to Walker Russell after being gone for 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, what we do is extremely significant. I think all of you know that education changes lives, not only for the individual, but all the lives in their family and others they touch for the rest of their lives. So to be inducted into this great organization's Hall of Fame means a tremendous amount to me. I'm so thankful to my family, especially my bride, Beth, who was the rock of our family Never got to go to Indianapolis and all those trips that I made up there. Never got to go, but she kept our family together and growing, and they're successful because of her. And I'm very proud of what she was able to do. Thank you all very much. God bless you.